We're here. It is 8:29 on Thursday night, March the 18th. And we're in a badass camp spot that we really, I would say, did not expect to get to. The ACA could really take a note about the possibilities of what there is to do when you're in places.
That's for sure.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Out of the gallon?
No, I have some left.
Okay.
But I will get some from the gallon soon. What a day. I believe the last time we made a clip was at breakfast. When we got our breakfast, we stopped recording shortly thereafter.
Oh, yeah, that was today.
Recounting the night, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So this is like a unpause.
Mm-hmm.
The entire day has elapsed, and here we are.
Mm-hmm. At the end of it.
Here we are.
Is that my phone? Shit.
No.
We're both getting texts.
We just got back into service. We didn't have it
For like one day.
or today at all.
Yeah, we were in the fucking desert.
Yeah.
After breakfast, we headed out of Leakey and headed farther west. We had some pretty intense climbs at the beginning of the day that I really didn't anticipate or know about.
One climb.
Was it just one?
It was like one to get up on top of the ridge, and then
Yeah,
it was like hills.
Several.
On the top of the ridge.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Like, the road just it goes on forever and opens up into nothing. But there's still elevation, and it's still difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It's weird. It's hard to imagine that we're going to be like at 8,000 feet sometime in the next couple weeks. Yeah. And shout out to Matt Hinkst for finishing the Florida Trail. Congratulations. Shout out to Cap and Jack for doing a 10-day water resupply fooding himself on the Hayduke Trail.
Yeah, man. All our friends are doing epic shit.
And we are too.
And we are too.
Yeah.
And it's cool to be out here, and we can say that because we're in a good spot tonight.
Yeah.
We're not worried.
We're in a great spot.
Yeah.
What is it called? Fort something?
I'm not even sure.
Where are we? I'm going to try to do a little
We're
bit.
less than 30 miles away from Del Rio, Texas, which is on the Mexican border.
Like super on the border.
Like on the Rio Grande, which is the border for the U.S. and Mexico, which is really cool. I'm excited to get there and see it.
Where
the
are
non-existent wall.
Yeah.
The Trumpers crying tears that we can't keep the rapists out.
Fort Clark.
Fort Clark.
A place resplendent with cavalry history. Cavalry history. Cavalry? Cavalry history and internment camps for Japanese and Germans.
It was a pretty mindless day up
I would
until
say so.
this point. There was nothing out there at all.
It was like eastern Colorado.
Yeah.
It's just like stark.
As fuck.
Whoa. Yeah, just desert scenes, no water, no food.
We stopped for lunch. It was fine.
Where was that?
That was
it was like a weird place.
30 miles out of town.
You said it was weirder than Leakey. It was Camp Wood.
Well, that's not where we had lunch, but we did stop there for a little bit.
True.
And you did some stuff with your light.
Yeah,
I'm still not working.
I'm still curious about all that.
And
my phone is still buzzing.
It was a weird town. And then we biked away, and it just opened up into nothing. And
yeah, we had like 40 miles in between.
48, I think, almost 50.
It was the whole day until getting here.
Mm-hmm.
We had nothing. And we stopped a couple times. Had some food, some drinks. It's weird because it's like, it's not particularly hot. It's like mid-70s, high 70s.
Yeah.
But the sun is just like right there blazing down on you. So it's like,
insane.
It is kind of hot in a weird way.
It only gets hot like after 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Like up until that point, it's just getting warm enough to be like comfortable.
Yeah. Even
the
still
nights are
though.
Cold.
It's
so
like
cold.
it's not actually like it's not hot. It's just like the sun is like blaring down.
Yeah.
So it's like you feel like you're getting sunburnt, which you are, but it's not like you're sweating your ass off like when we were in like Missouri or something like that, where it was like hot as fuck and you were getting sunburnt and everything was like humid as shit. It feels like more. It feels like the winter. It feels like the winter in a desert climate.
Yeah.
Which is just weird to experience.
The afternoons are pleasant, but to be out on the asphalt and unending roads, it's insane to experience. We saw some cool features today. It's really starting to look like
New Mexico.
Desert, like crazy hills. They look like pyramids.
Adobe houses.
Adobe houses. Different wildlife. Still seeing a lot of pigs.
Dead
Unfortunately, all dead.
Yeah.
We stopped for a snack at one point, and it was like upwind from a pig, but then the wind changed, and it was so gross. I could hardly stand it. I couldn't. I had to leave. I was trying to eat a snack, and I was like, this smells like the worst thing.
Sometimes Allie just has to leave.
I just have to go. I can't stand it. It's self-care on the road. I know what's bad.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah. Even if it's like 5 minutes standing in a piece of shade, the only piece of shade for 48 miles. If it's by a dead animal and it smells bad, you gotta go. You can't stay. Can't enjoy it.
Yeah. I was a bit more grounded, I think. But, yeah. We got to this place.
Which was pretty insane. Like, we had a relatively big climb from that town, from Camp Wood, all the way up to, I think it was probably around like
the gradual
1,900 feet or something, but we were at like 1,200 or less.
Yeah.
And then it was like all the way up to this peak, but not really a peak because there are no mountains out here. But at one point, when we stopped for lunch, it was my computer was at 32 miles.
Damn.
And then when we stopped again, it was at 57. I was like, damn, that was like so mindless. It just went by, nothing happened.
Yeah.
There were no cars either. We had the road to ourselves.
Yeah.
Other than like the occasional work truck or tractor trailer. But they always got over, which was really nice. We didn't have any problems with traffic today.
No. But, which, hopefully you wouldn't, considering how much room there is.
Yeah.
I mean, only an asshole would be an asshole.
Speaking of.
Yeah.
Blaring lights.
A deer killer. Damn. Yeah.
Saw a ton of dead deer today. It's so sad. They're all contorted and like drying up in the sun.
Yeah.
And their faces such
painful.
Anguish.
Yeah.
Like their leg is next to their nose.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not supposed to be like that. You didn't die like that, did you?
A lot of the times you see their legs separate from their body completely.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa.
Like a quarter mile down the road.
It's like,
a big spot
shit.
on the road.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever want to have a tour of roadkill, I mean, just go on any
just
road.
Hop on a bike.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's really bad, but like, it desensitizes you to the death and destruction, but also
which is good.
It is good because like that's what you have to experience every day, so there is no choice but to get over it.
Yeah.
But it makes the life seem so much more vibrant and precious and like worth treasuring. Call back to my poem that I've been listening to on repeat. It's like a 15-minute spoken word, and it's so beautiful, and it's about gratitude and like the life that we have on Earth and the life that plants have and trees have around us. No, I'm gonna have another snack.
Okay.
Thanks. But yeah, it makes the life very vibrant and nice. And I notice a lot of the plants around us changing into desert plants. And it's cool to see. But yeah, I saw a lot of that. And then we get here into Fort Clark, and when we did stop for that break at the dead pig area, I was like, hey, what if we get a hotel tonight? That would be really sweet, because we were kind of planning on it last night if someone disturbed us, and
it's always the backup plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know for both of our happinesses and both of us working well as a team, we both have to feel at least like 51% good.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get disturbed by a police officer or some weird group of people, then the only thing to do is to find that hotel. And usually we're camped inside of cities, so I mean most cities have at least one hotel.
Yeah.
And that's usually the backup plan, just to make sure that everything continues to run smoothly the next day. Because if we have to wake up at fucking midnight or like any time between,
our tent, pack up our shit, like, it's a big deal.
Then the only way to like square that circle is to find something that is like the most luxurious like camp option possible.
Yeah. Which was an option last night, and we technically could have done it, but we learned that there was free camping, so we went to that barn instead.
Oh, I forgot.
And it was great. We had a great night there.
Yeah, it was fine.
There were no problems.
It was a little cold, but that's fine.
But, yeah, so that was already on my mind, and I was like, why don't we just do that tonight? So, we got here after mindless miles.
Yeah.
And looked up places in this town, and there's only one place that they have indoor lodging, and it's this camp, this spring, natural spring, I guess.
Yeah.
But we came here, and they said they had no motel room left, and he mentioned camping. We were like, oh yeah, we totally do that too.
Yo, bro, you're talking our language. We usually sleep in fucking dirt piles.
It's not free, it's $6. But it's so worth it. We're here, we're like maybe a mile and a half away from like the main road, which is 90, which we have to mention, because 90 is the fucking road that we're on in Pensacola.
Yeah, it's the
like,
east-west,
like northern panhandle, or southern panhandle in Florida, which is so crazy that that's the same road.
It goes all the way back.
It felt very strange. To be on it again and to recognize it. Not that it changes anything, but
it just gives you an idea of the scale of it, though.
Yeah, for real.
Because we were on 90 for so long going to Pensacola, and we hated it. And then here we are again intersecting with it, and didn't really expect that necessarily. We didn't really expect to be doing the southern tier. And we're not really doing the full southern tier. This whole year has been sort of like a hodgepodge of like putting shit together just to kind of keep moving. And, again, we've mentioned that we want to find a more stable place where we can live meaningfully in a way that isn't interrupted by the constant doldrums of mindless miles or people being pests to us.
Yeah.
We just want to live in an equal area where we're welcome because we are supposed to be there, but then also feel happy to be there and make it like our own.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Dream, man.
Yeah,
Find
white
a piece
picket
of
fence.
Land and make it your own.
Yeah.
So we're on our way to that, but for now, this is a really great campsite.
Yeah.
We're so grateful to
Man,
be
we're going to
here.
sleep so well.
Yeah.
No one is going to mess with us
Nighttime
tonight.
security, there's gates to get in this place.
We're
like
supposed to be here.
We're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
We had a nice long chat with I don't even know who he was.
You said like the campground host or something.
Or like the groundskeeper or something, but
yeah.
He was very like attentive to our needs, told us where to go, and not that we needed it because we just followed the signs.
Right.
But it's a really sweet spot out here.
Yeah. It's like the first time we've been welcomed as campers.
Yeah.
In a long time.
And like appreciated as such. Even that guy at the gas station, he knew where we were coming from. He was like, wow, East Texas, like you're going to San Diego, that's awesome.
Yeah. You're gonna see some shit. Yeah, dude, you don't even know. He was from Austin too.
Yeah.
For whatever that's worth. But yeah, we got 2 pizzas, 2 medium pizzas, which I guess is like the optimal size pizzas for both of us.
For dinner.
For dinner.
Not for lunch, though.
No.
For lunch, it's 1 Hunt's Brothers only.
Please.
Which we haven't had lately, and I was kind of sad about it today. Like, we used to have bomb-ass lunch, but now we're out here in the desert, and there's no
lunch.
Out here.
There's no lunch.
There's no lunch, let alone like places to exist as a human being and require water and stuff.
this poor moth.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Oh shit, it's hard.
Oh no.
There's a moth that flew into our little citronella candle, and now he's
too close to the sun.
Yeah.
He's deceased.
He's an Icarus. Covered in fucking schilt.
Oh, I didn't tell you this earlier, but one of those yellow butterflies, the big ones, they look like monarchs, but they're yellow. It was flying across the road, and I ran into it.
Did you kill it?
I don't think so. I mean, I was only going like 10 miles an hour, so I hope not. But
what
it
part
ran
of you?
Right into my shoulder, right on my shirt. I thought it was stuck for a while, but it was just the dust from its wings. But I was like, no.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. I wasn't going very fast, but it was pretty crazy.
Nothing about this trip has been very fast so far. But we didn't have any headwinds today.
We had a tailwind.
Yeah.
Which was sweet.
And as we get closer to Del Rio and then have to turn northwest, I don't know what that's going to be like, but...
The winds change every day in the desert. Every hour, pretty much. Depends on the weather patterns. It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
It does feel like more in touch with the land itself.
Yeah.
I feel like than the Trans Am because you're away from cities and people and towns and cars.
So much desert.
So
There's nothing you can do out there.
Yeah.
You can't make a strip mall. You can't make a Walmart.
Because there's no water.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah. They can't run all the utilities out for 15 or 20 or 30 or 50 miles to make these things sustainable. So,
but they do for some towns, like this one, and Del Rio and El Paso, all the places we'll be going to next.
There's got to be a reason.
Yeah. It was like a colony or some shit.
A fort.
A cavalry.
Cavalry.
Headquarters.
What?
Cavalry.
Cavalry. Cavalry.
Horses is cavalry.
Horses is cavalry.
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 Yeah. A cavalry is like...
a band of horses.
Yeah. And like men riding them and they go to war.
And then Calvary is where Jesus died.
Where Jesus died.
Oops.
And
sorry,
rose
Jeepus.
Again.
Nice, roasted. Roasted. But yeah. Sitting on a field of victory. Yeah. It's going to be a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
There's like nothing to worry about.
Nope. So peaceful. We're technically at like one of their primitive sites. And we're right next to some bathrooms that may or may not be open.
True.
We haven't checked them yet.
Haven't needed to. Pissing outside, hashtag it.
But yeah, it was a pretty sweet day.
Yeah.
75 miles.
It's crazy.
That might have been our biggest so far. I think
Damn.
it might be.
Yeah, we need to calculate how many miles we've gone, but probably not tonight.
Yeah.
It's too dark.
Time to chill.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Tent.
I'm excited.
It's so cozy.
I've been trying to listen to this episode of this podcast, but I fall asleep before I finish it every night. And I've been trying for like 3 or 4 nights. It's not even very long, but I just can't get through it before I fall asleep, so I just start it over every night. It's perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, getting high in the desert's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just kind of makes it feel, it's already unreal, but if you're like a little bit buzzed from some of the jazz cabbage or devil's lettuce, it just makes everything feel like even more unreal in a way that makes your body not feel like you're being burnt or thirsted
it's like
to death.
Ethereal.
Yeah.
It like brings you to this other level of like you're actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
Because your mind is occupied. Because otherwise there are no stimulants. It's just dead. Yeah. Dry.
Dead animals, trees that look dead, sand that doesn't harbor any kind of life. It's really cool, and we've had a lot of cool sceneries in the past few days. It's nice to get out of like Austin for sure, because that's like so fake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like people striving really hard to like make something work in a place where it's not going to work. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it.
Yeah.
There are hard times.
Yeah.
But these are the times that make it all worth it.
Yeah, totally.
And it's awesome.
We butt heads from time to time because we're butt heads. Both of us. We're both stubborn and both think we're right in different ways. So, yeah, it's great.
And the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
Which is super exciting.
New Mexico, Arizona, California.
Yeah.
Arizona's a legal state, so is California.
Yeah.
Gonna
New
be
Mexico is and just the camping situation, I feel like, is going to be so much better once we get out of Texas.
I mean, that place that we stayed in, I don't think it was Las Cruces, but you remember when we were in the van with Charlie and we went to that Mexican restaurant that was like...
Yeah, that was outside of Taos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we like just camped like right next to the Rio Grande, I think.
Yeah, the Rio Grande Gorge.
Yeah, and Charlie was about to jump out and just fucking die. That was a really cool campsite, though.
Yeah, that was epic.
You felt like you were supposed to be there.
It's BLM land.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You can do whatever you want within, like,
Reason.
legal boundaries.
Yeah, can't kill people there.
Technically.
But
well, you could. It'd be a good spot.
It would be. File that away.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dan Harmon says, a serial killer is just a doctor without a support system. Like, every serial killer would have been a doctor if they hadn't just been, like, raised by meth heads and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm ready to get in bed. I'm really ready to get cozy. It's going to be a comfy
it's
night.
It's like 9 o'clock already. 9:30.
8:50.
Nice.
So, late
this
enough.
Time change is really messing with me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to just get to the next time zone so it's back to normal.
That'll probably be New Mexico, like western New Mexico, eastern Arizona.
Maybe. Is it that
for
far?
Mountain Time? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
I feel like Mountain Time is sooner than that.
Emery Pass is Arizona.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
No, but I would imagine that that would be around where Mountain Time starts, since those are the mountains.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll be in PST again soon enough.
Yeah.
That's cool.
San Diego.
And then drive back to fucking Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Everything's gonna work out.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. This is like a little victory lap.
Mm-hmm.
We're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I can't wait to get in that tent. It's gonna be so cozy.
Tent lust.
Wander tent. What else?
Nothing.
Cool.
I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah.
We got nighttime security, so no one fucks with our shit.
Mm-hmm.
We got, like, yeah, we already had dinner, beers, treats.
I was able to do my little experiment with our lights. Yeah. So it seems like my light might actually be the problem and not my dynamo hub. I was able to plug Allie's light into my dynamo and then my dynamo into her light and then try to figure out where the issue was, and it seems like it's my light. So poured a bunch of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, hand sanitizer into the area where the USB plug goes into, and I'm just kind of hoping that I can clean it out or do whatever I need to do in order to make it work again, but who knows. But it was a good time. Went through all my stuff, did a little experiment, and that's what makes the days good for me too.
Yeah.
What else, babe?
Nothing, babe.
Cool. Well, from our mouths to God's ears, amen. Bye.